Hello everyone, this video is the last part of the lesson, A Day in the Country. A very short part of the lesson was left, so I'm going to sum up that in this video, and I'm going to explain you the whole summary of the lesson in the next video so that it is easy for you to understand about the theme and the message of the lesson. Till now we have read that Terenti helped Fiokla and Danilka from a very serious situation where Danilka stuck his hand in the tree, in the bark of the tree, and there was a huge storm, and that's why Fiokla was quite worried about Danilka, and Terenti helped them. After that, the storm was over, and they were going through the different places of the village, and looking at the beauty of the nature, and Terenti was teaching different things which what nature has taught him actually. So let's continue the lesson. The two of them, the cobbler and the boy, walk about the fields, talk unceasingly, and are not weary. They could wander about the world endlessly. They walk, and in their talk of the beauty of the earth do not notice the frail little tripping after them. She is breathless and moves with a lagging step towards the midday. All three sit down on the river bank. Danilka takes out his bag a piece of bread, soaked and reduced a mash, and they begin to eat. Terenti says a prayer when he has eaten the bread, then stretches himself on the sandy bank and falls asleep. While he is asleep, the boy gazes at the water, pondering. He has many different things to think of. He has just seen the storm, the bees, the ants, the train. Now before his eyes the fishes are whisking about. So the two of them, that means Danilka and Fiokla, the cobbler and the boy, walk about the fields. So they were going to the fields, talk unceasingly. They were talking about a lot of things and are not weary. They are not tired, and Danilka was quite fascinated about the facts which Terenti was telling him, and he was consuming all the words. We can say he was greedily drinking each and every word, whatever the Terenti was telling him about the nature. He was gaining all the knowledge basically. They could not wander about the world, they could wander. So basically here our narrator is talking about Danilka and Terenti, that they both can wander the world endlessly. They walk in their and they talk of the beauty of the earth. They walk and they all talk about the beauty of the earth, and with this they do not notice that little 6-year-old girl who is tired of all this tripping and moving from places, and as she is quite young and she's tired basically. So that's why here the line is said that girl tripping after them, she is breathless and moves with a lagging step because she is tired. Towards midday, all three sit down on the river bank. So they are sitting near the river bank. Danilka takes out of his bag a piece of bread. So now he has a piece of bread and they were eating that. What he did, he soaked it up as the piece of bread was dried up. So he soaked it up and reduced a mash and then begin to eat. So basically Danilka ने उसको bread को soft किया, and after that they all started eating it. Terenti says a prayer when he has eaten the bread. After eating the bread, he has said the prayer, and the boy gazes at the water, pondering. So now Danilka was looking at the water after eating the bread. He was in his own thoughts and pondering. He was wondering about a lot of things. He was thinking about the storm, the bees, the ants, and the train. Now before his eyes, fishes are whisking about. Fishes, as usual, they were moving. So here whisking means the movement of the fishes. Some are 2 inches long. Now here the narrator is talking about the fishes. Some fishes are 2 inches long and more. Others are no bigger than one's nail. So they are quite tiny as well. So different sizes, we can say different breeds of fishes were there. A viper, this is the name of a breed of fishes, which with its head held high is swimming from one bank to another. So viper was moving from one place to another, from one river bank to another. Only towards the evening our wanderers returned to the village. Now they have come back to the village. The children go for the night to a deserted barn. So they went to a deserted barn where the community corn used to were kept. So by this only we get to know that these kids are orphan. They don't have any house to live. Where the corn of the commune used to be kept, while Terenti, leaving them, goes to the tavern. The children lie huddled together on the straw, dozing as they were tired. So they huddled on the straw only. The boy does not sleep. He gazes into the darkness, and it seems to him that he is seeing all that he has seen in the day. So now he is recalling all the things which he has seen in the day: the storm clouds, the bright sunshine, the birds, the fish, and lanky Terenti. The number of his impressions together were exhaustion and hunger are too much for him. He is as hot as though he were on fire and tosses from side to side. He longs to tell someone all that is haunting him now in the darkness and agitating his soul, but there is no one to tell. Fiocla is too little and could not understand. So a lot of things are going on in Danilka's mind. He was fascinated with all the facts which Terenti told him, but he was quite worried because whatever happens is usually whatever in his mind was that everything never happens for good. So he was quite worried about all these things. I will tell Terenti tomorrow whatever he is thinking. He will tell and discuss about it with Terenti tomorrow, thinks the boy. The children fall asleep thinking of the cobbler, as he was quite helpful to them. That's why they were thinking of the cobbler. And in the night, Terenti comes to them and puts bread under their heads, and no one sees his love. It is seen only by the moon, which floats in the sky and peeps kissingly through the holes of the wall of the deserted barn. So the only, we can say, the person who has seen the love, not the person, we can say the moon only sees the love of Terenti towards these children, that Terenti comes to them in the barn, puts bread under their heads and says the prayer and goes away. So by this we get to know the nature of Terenti, that he is so loving and so caring towards these children that he thinks about them all the time. In the beginning also, when Fiocla was looking for Terenti, she already knows that this man can only help them, and that's why she was looking for him, and all the people were just rescuing themselves from the storm. But Terenti was the only person who didn't refuse to help in that severe situation also, and helped Danilka for taking out his hand from the tree. So this was the nature of Terenti, which made their life a little bit easy as orphans, as they have to struggle to have food and everything. So that's why the kindness was there. This lesson tells us that kindness can make someone's life easy. That's all was there in this lesson. In the next video, I will help you with the sum up of the lesson. I will tell you the whole summary and the theme and the message related to the chapter.